Map, we're going to be looking at perception as a part of the sensation and perception module. And there are many different aspects to perception. We'll begin with attention. Attention is the cognitive process to selectively focus on specific stimuli, and it plays a crucial role in perception, learning, and memory. Within attention, we have selective attention, which is the ability to concentrate on one stimulus while excluding others. Inattention blindness, which is a failure to perceive an unexpected stimulus even when in plain sight if your attention is engaged elsewhere. And change blindness is a failure to notice significant changes in your visual environment. Also under attention, we can look at a perceptual set. So a perceptual set is a predisposition to perceive or notice some aspects of available sensory data and ignore others. So a really well-known illusion that comes under this is that rabbit or duck picture. It depends on what you process and see versus what you ignore within the picture. Now within perception, we also have multisensory and cross-modal effects. A really common known phenomena is synesthesia, which is a cross-modal association where one sensory input, for example, hearing, triggers a sensation in a different sensory modality. So for example, people who can hear the number 6 and think, that's green. Cross-modal processing is how the brain integrates information from different sensory modalities like vision and hearing and brings it into a unified experience. An interesting illusion is a rubber hand illusion, which is cross-modal, and it's a phenomenon where participants experience a fake rubber hand as part of their own body, as they can see what's being done to the rubber hand, but they can feel what's being done to their own hand. So then it's like they can feel it through the rubber hand. Within perception, we also have to acknowledge the cognitive misers and the binding problem, which are about processing and integration. Cognitive misers, as you can see by the little graphic there, is basically just taking a shortcut. It's a human tendency to minimize cognitive effort when thinking and making decisions. And the binding problem is, how do we experience the world as a whole rather than just a jumble of separate sensations from our senses? And it's an ongoing area of research. So we also have to look at visual and motion processing within perception. We have motion perception, which is the ability to detect and interpret movements. And we also have motion blindness, which is a rare neurological condition where individuals can't perceive visual motion despite having normal static vision. So they'll have disjointed slides of motion. Feature detection is the capacity to distinguish specific patterns and identify objects based on minimal details, so things that we already know. And face perception refers to us being able to recognize faces and surroundings. An interesting visual illusion is the Thatcher illusion, which is where we have two near identical faces that are presented upside down, and then the eyes and the mouth of one face is rotated. It's only noticeable when you turn the face back upright that it looks really distorted. So it's quite an interesting illusion. And that is perception. Thank you.